Hi there, I'm Scott Swan. I'm the Artistic Director of Seacoast Theatre Centre and the Director of 10 Lost Years. In, I guess, the late 60s, early 70s, Barry Broadfoot was a reporter for the Vancouver Sun. And he recognized one day that there were all these people that were survivors of the Depression, and they were passing on. He recognized that as they passed on, their stories were leaving with them. And so he talked to his editor at the Sun into getting, I think, probably the best job in the world. He would travel across the country, and in bars and trains and planes and bars and hotels and bars, he would say to somebody, "So, what did you do in the Depression?" And there'd be a pause, and the eyes would roll back for a second, and then out would pour these incredible stories. And Barry recorded them all and then edited them and put them into this marvelous book called 10 Lost Years. And some time ago, I took a number of those stories and compiled them into a play. First, we produced this, I guess, in the late 70s, and it toured around northern Alberta. But as the times evolved and as the stories evolved, different ones just kind of float to the surface every now and then. And this particular compilation are the stories that we feel are most relevant at this time. These are the stories of the people who actually survived the 1930s in Canada, a time that was a great shame to this country. When we played in the North many years ago, you'd see these people that would never ever go to the theater. Men would come in, you know, the size of sort of Douglas firs with shoulders that broad, and their women beside them small and hard like fence posts, and sitting watching this particular piece of work. And at some point when the story touched one of the women, you'd see the head turn down onto his shoulder, and this big branch would kind of reach out and just hold her. And it was amazing to be part of that company and feel that energy. And when they stood up at the end and applauded, they were really applauding themselves. We do this production because we believe we do it for two real reasons. One is to honor the people who went through the 30s and to honor their story and their contribution to this country. And the other reason is to bring this story to a new generation of people who deserve to hear it, who have no idea of what actually went on at that time. As one of the people says quite early on in the show, "If you don't know where you've been, how can you appreciate where you are?" Ladies and gentlemen, 10 Lost Years.